ONETV Special Report.
With our thanks to our esteemed guests, all our esteemed guests today, 3 batches. Thank you very much. I now move to resume the rules, Honorable Chair.
Rules is resumed.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We proceed to item number 5. Approval of the agenda for today. There are about 7 written propositions, Honorable Chair, to order the business. I may start with the first. First written request. A resolution approving the 26 quarterly gross production survey in barangays Sangidako, Sinabordo, Malacca, Labo, Labinay, Cotocandion, Ibargo, Bumbong, and Bagagay from June 25 to July 6, 2006 by the PSA Provincial Office. I now refer to the Chairman of the Committee on Agriculture, Honorable Sunny Will Jr. to endorse and recommend action on this item. The first written request, the second written request. I'm sorry, Sir. Second written request is the request of our City Mayor to pass a resolution approving the consumer expectation survey in barangays Malaubang, Bungbong, Diguan, and Labinay from July 1 to 13, 26 by Province Executive Authority. The third written request is a letter of this to our members of this Union Resort from our City Administrator or Ma'am Ortiz Awano, requesting its SULBAD to pass an ordinance for temporary closure of Sibido Street at 50th District, San City on June 18, 2006 at 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock in the afternoon for concrete pouring activities. The fourth item request is Executive Order number 26-SNJF-015, an order instituting and implementing the Incident Command System as the on-scene disaster management response tool in the local government unit of San City. Written request number 5, Honorable Chair, is the passing of a resolution approving the merit selection plan of San City. Written request number 6, the approval of the Supplementary Investment Plan for Supplementary number 2, General Fund, as well as the approval of the projects, programs, and activities for the same SB number 2, General Fund, in amount of 14,732,435 pesos. The written request number, the last but not the rest, number 7, requesting us to pass a resolution approving the 2026 Mid-Year Performance Review from June 29, 26 to 30 June 26 by the PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City. These are the 7 written requests to be included in order of business. I promote the motion to approve the agenda for today with 7 requested insertions.
There's a motion for approval of our agenda for today with 7 inclusions as being presented. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Number 6, approval of the minutes of the previous sessions. Everybody was most copies of the minutes of our regular sessions and special sessions on March 23, 24, 31, and April 6, 2006. And I guess everybody was able to peruse, examine, and read the contents thereof. I promote the motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes of our previous sessions and to approve the said minutes in toto, Honorable Sir.
There is a motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader for the approval of our agenda for today with the inclusions as being stated. Motion approved.
Approval of the minutes, Honorable Sir, to dispense with the reading of the minutes. And to approve the minutes on toto, Honorable Sir. The minutes We now proceed to item number 7. Let us see. This is a request for first reading. Number 1, 26 annual budget of Barangay Sangayidyot in amount of 3,115,150 pesos and 60 centavos. Duly endorsed by our city budget officer for our approval. Annual to Chairman of the Committee of Barangay Affairs, Honorable Salvador D.D. Canlas, Honorable Sir, to endorse and recommend on this item, Honorable Sir. Honorable Canlas.
Honorable Canlas, you are now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Honorable Floor Leader. Good afternoon. For petition or request of the item number 1, 2026 annual budget of Barangay Sangayidyot in the amount of 3,159,154 and 16 pesos, duly endorsed by City Budget Officer. I move that this item be approved on first reading with reservation, Madam Chair.
Move for first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
For the urgency this matter, I move that the annual budget of Barangay Sangayidyot in the amount of 3,159,154 and 16 pesos be approved on second and final reading, waiving the internal laws. Thank you.
Move by the Honorable Canlas this proposed resolution for the second and final reading. This resolution approving the 2026 quarterly crops production survey in Barangay Sangay Dako, Stemson Abordo, Manaka, Labo, Labiray, Kutukan Jod, Imborgo, Bungbong, and Bagakay from June 25 to July 6 by the PSA Provincial Office. Motion approved.
And number 2, Honorable Sir, 26 supplemental budget number 1 of Barangay Tinago in amount of 1,400,000, also duly endorsed by our City Budget Officer for our approval. I yield again to the Honorable City Canlas, Honorable Sir.
Honorable Canlas, you are now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For petition request by team number 2, 2026 supplemental budget number 001 of Barangay Tinago in the amount of 1,500,000 pesos. I move that this item be approved on first reading with reservation, Madam Chair.
Move for first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Due to the urgency and for public service, I move that this item be approved on second and final reading, waiving the internal laws.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, Honorable Canlas is passing this on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. A resolution approving the Consumer Expectation Survey in Barangay Malaubang,
Tinago, Honorable Sir. SB1, Tinago. Number 2. Yes, Honorable Sir, for approval of second reading. Number 2 of leadership, this is of request proceeding, the supplemental budget number 1 of Barangay Tinago. For approval, Honorable Sir. Second reading.
For approval on second reading, this 2026 supplemental budget number 001 of Barangay Tinago in the amount of 1,500,000 for
Second reading.
second reading. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. We proceed to letter D. Messages and Communications, number 1. Letter dated June 1, 2026 from City Administrator endorsing the feedback report on the evaluation and census of affected parties of the demolition and eviction conducted by City Social Welfare and Development Office dated May 18, 2026. Honorable Sir, there is a brief social case study report submitted by the CSWD regarding the demolition and eviction of several residents at Barangay Maningkol, San Antonio, Honorable Sir. This was endorsed to us by the City Administrator for our bid action and or hearing if necessary. Honorable Sir, I talked with the HR, Attorney Facilita, and he related to me that this report already reflected the circumstances and different aspects of the situation in the said demolition and eviction of the occupants of the property. However, he intimated that the LGU of Ozamiz, the city mayor's office, wanted the city council to dig deeper into this situation because this would result to relocation of certain occupants of the property. So with the kind of just the sheriff and the justice, the city mayor is requesting us to conduct an investigation of this. And there is no better investigation but for us to conduct a public hearing on this matter to include all stakeholders so that we can really dig deeper into the circumstances behind this demolition eviction officer. So I propose we will have an investigation on this, a public hearing on next week. On June 24, if our calendar is that full, June 24 at 1:30 o'clock in the afternoon, to conduct an investigation on this circumstance which relocated civil residents of San Antonio, namely Julius Bohol, Ninita Bohol, Mr. Sibilia, Peter Sibilia, who is a kagawad, Boy San Antonio. We'll have an investigation and public hearing on, I repeat, June 24, Wednesday, at 1:30 o'clock in the afternoon, sir. As suggested by Attorney Facilita with the consent of the city in his office, sir.
For item number 1, this be referred to the committee of the whole or committee on
June
24.
At 1:30 o'clock in the afternoon. If there are no more comments, sir, website number 2, issue order number 26-SNGF-012, an order mandating that the available flag be displayed in all offices, duties, and instrumentalities of the government, business establishments, institutions of learning, public homes, all public and public utility vehicles, including motorized tricycles and single motorcycles in society from May 28, June 12 of every year. So, we are now reiterating our past practice that every May 28 to June 12 every year, we have to display our flag in our offices, in our public homes, and all vehicles. So, with this, I move the motion to adopt and concur with this is order number 26 SNGF-012 for approval and the proceeding with distributions of the
For item number 2, moved by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader to adopt and concur this executive order number 26-SNGF-012. Motion approved.
in order to promote the historical significance and in accordance with our Republic Act, Honorable Chair, to provide respect for our national heroes and Philippine flag on the Serbisyo Independence Day before June 12 of every year. I move the motion to approve this concur and adopt this resolution number 26-SNGF-012 for approval and second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Move by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader to adopt and concur this Executive Order number 26-SNGF-012 for second and final reading, waiving the rules.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Number 3, General Fund Trial Balance, other statements of financial position, other financial cash flows. Honorable Sir, I recommend that this will be only journal to the record City Council, Honorable Sir.
For the various financial report, move by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader that this be just duly noted.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. There are no committee reports submitted under item number 8. Item number 9. Please proceed to letter C. Unassigned business, where we have 7 appointment sessions, Honorable Sir. I may start with the first. Appointment session number 1. As Secretary of City Mayor, for us to pass a resolution approving the 26 quarterly gross crops production survey in barangays Sangidako, Isinong Abordo, Manaka, Labo, Labinay, Gutukan Jut, Imbargo, Bongbong, and Bagakay from June 25 to July 6, 2006 by the PSA Provincial Office. Annual to Chairman of the Committee on Agriculture, Honorable Sanyo Aminal Jr. to introduce the action on this item, Honorable Sir.
The Honorable Aminal is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. This humble representation would like to move a resolution approving the 2026 quarterly crops production survey in Barangay Sangaydako, Stimson Abordo, Manaka, Labo, Labinay, Gutukanjut, Imbargo, Bongbong, and Bagakay from 25 June 2026 to 6 July 2026 by the PSA Provincial Office. Be approved on first reading with reservation, Madam Chair, on joint motion.
Move for first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Considering the urgency and in the spirit of public service, may I therefore move that the same be approved on second and final reading, within the internal rules of this Sanggunian. Thank you.
Due to the urgency of this particular matter, the Honorable Aminal is passing this resolution for the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment or reactions? Hearing and motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Appointment session number 2, session approving the Consumer Expectation Survey in Barangays Malaubang, Bongbong, Diguan, and Labinay from July 1 to July 13, 2026 by the Philippine Statistics Authority. Annual to Chairman of the Committee on Trade, Commerce, and Industry, Honorable Cecil Yuko, to introduce and recommend action on this item, Honorable Sir.
The Honorable Ko is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. I move to pass a resolution approving the Consumer Expectation Survey 2026 in the following barangay: Malaobang, Bongbong, Diguan, and Labinay from July 1 to July 13 by the Philippine Statistics Authority for first reading with reservations.
Move for first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Thank you again, Madam Chair. For sustainable programs in behalf of the public, I move to pass the approval of this resolution on its second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
For public interest, the Honorable Ko is passing this proposed resolution on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment or reactions? Hearing and motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Appointment session number 3, Association Ordinance, Ordinance providing for temporary closure of Sibiru Street at Petite District, San City on June 18, 2026 at 7 o'clock in the morning up to 11 o'clock in the morning, in the evening, for concrete pouring activities. I now yield to Chairman of the Committee on Traffic Management and Public Transportation, Honorable Arce Romero, to endorse the recommended action on this item, Mr. Chair.
The Honorable Romero is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Madam Chair, I move to pass this written request, an ordinance for temporary road closure of Sibido Street, 58th District, Ozamiz City, on 18 June 2026 at 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. for concrete pouring activities, Madam Chair. Passing this for first reading with reservation.
Move for first reading with reservation. Motion approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the smooth flow of traffic and the safety of our constituents, I move to pass this ordinance for second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
For public interest, the Honorable Romero is passing this on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment, remarks, hearing none, motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Upon session number 4, an order instituting and implementing the incident command system as the on-scene disaster management response tools in the local government of Ozamiz City, per executive order number 26-SNGF-015. Honorable Sir, I move the motion to concur adopt this executive order for approval and first reading with reservations, Honorable Sir.
Move with the Honorable Majority Floor Leader to concur and adopt this executive order number 26-SNGF-015. Motion approved with the first reading reservation.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. In the NGO Public Service, as a matter of public interest, I move the motion to concur and adopt this executive order number 26-SNGF-015 for approval and second and final reading, waiving the general rules, Honorable Sir.
For public interest, the Honorable Majority Floor Leader is moving this to pass this on the second and final reading. This and adopt this executive order number 26-SNGF-015. Move for the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment, remarks, hearing none, motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Approved in session number 5, our resolution approving the merit selection plan of Ozamiz City, which contained in 30 pages. Ano yan to Chairman of the Committee on Civil Service, Honorable Lord Fuentes to endorse the nomination sa item, Honorable Sir.
The Honorable Lord Fuentes is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thanks to our Majority Floor Leader. On joint motion, I move to pass a resolution approving the merit selection plan of Ozamiz City for first reading with reservation, Madam Chair.
Move for first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Due to the need of this resolution, Madam Chair, I would like to move or pass this on second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
For public interest, the Honorable Cypress is passing this resolution on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules, a resolution approving the merit selection plan of Ozamiz City. For the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment, remarks, hearing none, motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. Approved in session number 6 contains 2 items. Number 1, approval of the supplemental investment plan for supplemental budget number 2, General Fund for calendar year 26 in the amount of 14,730,040 pesos. And number 2, approval of the PPS or programs, activities and projects for supplemental budget number 2, General Fund in the same amount. Honorable Sir, I move on joint motion to approve these 2 items for the first reading with reservations, Honorable Sir.
The Honorable Majority Floor Leader is passing these 2 items on the first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. in the executive public service and to espouse some fiscal management, I move on the motion to approve omnibussly these two items, the supplemental investment plan for Suburban Demerto and as well as the programs, activities and projects, an isang amount of 40,632,435 pesos for approval and second and final reading, waiving the general rules.
For public interest, the Honorable Majority Floor Leader is passing this for the approval of the supplemental investment plan for supplemental budget number 2 on General Fund for the calendar year 2026 in the amount of 14,732,435 for the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Honorable Sir, thank you. In this written request of the Honorable Mayor, he also included a request for us to convene as special session tomorrow. In view of the fact that tomorrow at 1 o'clock there is a God Council meeting, at 1 o'clock. So I request that our special session be held in the morning at 10 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow, also before the session.
10 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock.
Yes, to tackle this, the approval of the Suburban Demerto General Fund for calendar year 26 in the amount of 40,732,435 pesos. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning.
For public interest, there will be
We start the session tomorrow. We start the session tomorrow. We have special session tomorrow.
special session at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Is there any reaction? None. 10 o'clock tomorrow. Motion approved.
The last but not the least, appropriation of sale is a resolution approving the 26 major performance review from June 29, June 30, 26 by the PSA Provincial Office. This related to performance. So I yield to Chairman of the Committee again on Civil Service, Honorable Sir Rolly Politis Cypress, to endorse the recommendation sa item.
Honorable Cypress, you are now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to pass a resolution approving the 2026 mid-year performance review from June 29, 2026 to June 30, 2026 by the PSA Provincial Office in Ozamiz City for first reading with reservation, Madam Chair.
Move for first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Due to the need of this resolution, Madam Chair, I would like to pass this on second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Passing that on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Motion.
Thank you, Honorable Sir. There are no pending matters on my table under item number 10, business for third reading. Hence, at this point of time, we have the personal privilege to hear on PCL matters from Honorable Catherine C. Lim.
For PCL matters, may we recognize Honorable Lim?
Thank you, Madam Chair. With regards to PCL matters, no news for today, but it is with profound sadness that I inform this august body of the passing of Attorney George Tanghap Almonte, the father of our PCL member from Orquieta City, former mayor of Orquieta City, and former congressman of the 1st District of Misamis Occidental, a dedicated public servant, respected legal practitioner, and visionary leader. Attorney Almonte devoted his life to the service of the people. His contributions to the development of Orquieta City and Misamis Occidental have left a lasting legacy that will be remembered for a generation. On behalf of this body, we extend our deepest sympathies and heartfelt condolences to his family, friends, and loved ones. May they find strength and comfort during this difficult time. Let us honor his memory with a moment of silence, seconds, and gratitude for his years of faithful service. Let us give like 30 seconds for prayer, Madam Chair.
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay.
1 minute prayer for the eternal repose of George Almonte.
Give them strength, Father God, that they may
Thank you.
may he rest in
Thank you,
peace.
Honorable Chair. After the 1 minute prayer, we have now the pleasure and privilege to hear on scheme matters from Honorable John P. De Alonso, Honorable Chair.
For PCN matters.
SK Matters, Madam Chair. For SK Matters,
SK matters.
yes, Madam Chair. For SK Matters, na at this moment, Madam Chair, thank you. Majority Floor Leader, thank you.
Noted.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We also have the privilege and pleasure to hear on ABC matters from Honorable Salvador G.D. Canlas, Honorable Chair.
For ABC matters, the Honorable Canlas is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Liga ng mga Barangay sa Pilipinas is conducting its 2026 National Congress with the theme of Road to Zero Literacy, one barangay at a time in Metro Manila. Naka-schedule man ang misok ani third batch na ni siya. Tibok misok naka-schedule din sa tuwa di sa Ozamiz ang mo aning confirm nga mo travel is 47 ka barangay captain. I-held ni siya karong June 29 and 30 sa World Trade Center. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Asan venue?
Liga National Congress,
Manila.
Manila.
Okay, noted.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. At this juncture, we have the pleasure and privilege to hear on matters concerning the indigenous people, Honorable Dingsiso, Honorable Chair.
For matters concerning the indigenous people, may you recognize Honorable Suizo.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. This is in connection with the meeting held at Gala by the provincial IP leaders of the province of Misamis Occidental, which was initiated by the 9 tribal leaders of our city that aims to reconcile differences and regard issues on the IP matters. And one of the main subject of the said agenda meeting, Madam Chair, is for their city IP to conduct regular meetings so that they could address the problems that arises among its IP members. The concern also, Madam Chair, regarding their meeting is also on the other subjects, including the Women's Cooperative, also the IP leaders who have not yet confirmed on their mandatory presentation in barangay, because naamanggoy mga IPMR in barangay level nga until now do not have any confirmation nga sila ang official IPMR. So we are addressing that. 2 or 3 barangays have not yet confirmed. So I will going to update the council on the chieftains work if there is a move to have these IPMR barangay levels be confirmed and be part of the barangay councils. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you for your information, Honorable Suizo.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Before the final item, I would like to reiterate a gentle reminder. Tomorrow we'll have special session at 10 o'clock to tackle our SB number 2, General Fund. And afternoon, for those concerned SB members, we'll have a GAD Council meeting. I think at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So with that, I yield down to my colleagues for any other important announcement. If there is none, I now move to adjourn the negotiation.
Session is approved. Is adjourned.